The Memphis Jogger. So R.I.P. I should know this woman's name. I feel bad if I don't know her name. Can you Google her name, Shannon? There was a woman
Uh,
in Memphis. She was jogging. I believe it was in like 4:30 in the morning. It was an early morning jog she went on, and unfortunately, her life was taken from her by a man, a black man, who forced her into his like van or car or whatever, and killed her, and probably did God knows what to her before he killed her.
mm.
Unfortunately, do you still not have her name?
Oh, sorry. It is. Well, I'm trying to see if it's in this article.
I mean, you just put Memphis
It's
Jogger name.
Felicia. It's so. It is Eliza Fletcher.
Eliza Fletcher. Thank you. So that was tragic, and I have nothing really to add to that story in and of itself, except for when I was on Twitter. You guys know I stay on these Twitter streets. There was a conversation happening about um if you are because she was jogging that early in the morning, some people were saying that women shouldn't jog that early in the morning,
Yeah.
or that late at night. Like, women should jog when people are outside. So
Yeah.
that was commentary that I saw on Twitter, and I saw the response to that from people saying, if you are saying that, what was that woman's name again, Fletcher?
Yes, Eliza Fletcher.
Yeah, if you are saying that Miss Fletcher should not have been jogging that early in the morning, you're part of the problem. You're blaming the victim. That kind of line of thinking.
Mm.
And I want to ask you, where do you land on that discussion?
Um, I think that you should be. I think that you should, in theory, be able to go out and jog at whatever time you want to. Is it safe to jog at 2 o'clock at night? Probably not the safest idea, but you should be able to do it. But we live in there are crazy people in this world, so I would say that it is risky to do so. But
So
you should
would
be
you
able to if you want to. I wouldn't personally go out and jog after a certain time of the day, depending on where I live.
and would you advise women not to do so?
I wouldn't advise them not to do so. I mean, do whatever you want to, but I don't think it's super safe to jog super late at night or super early in the morning.
If you had a niece, would you advise her to do so?
Uh
Just asking the question. you know.
Probably not. how
All
how
right.
old is how old is my niece? If she's an adult, she can do whatever. But I would just let her know it's not safe to be jogging outside.
All
But
right. So you're kind of where I am on this conversation, right?
mhm.
I found the pushback to people saying that women shouldn't jog at 4 in the morning. I think they were missing the point.
Mhm.
So yeah, we should all be able to. We should all be allowed to do whatever we want, no matter what it is, right?
Mhm.
And this extends to the whole, whether or not women should get drunk, at the bar, or whether, like, there's this narrative that says that if men, especially, offer any advice to women to change their behavior in order to increase their safety, that is problematic, and we're kind of victim blaming. And I think that is asinine. And if you're not, and I say that because men do this type of risk analysis all the time.
Mhm.
I don't know where this narrative has come from that men don't change our behavior, because you'll see women say that, oh yeah, you know what, this is sexist and patriarchal because you guys don't do that. Yes, we do. I'm a 6'2" black man. You wouldn't catch me out past midnight, like just leisurely doing anything,
Mhm.
because I live in a neighborhood that ain't the safest. And if I'm out there, I'm what you would call a mark.
Mhm.
Should I be allowed to? Technically, sure. We should all be able to do whatever.
Yeah.
I should be able to walk, down my neighborhood 3 in the morning, drunk, with no clothes on. But
Okay.
I'm just saying, but
Yeah. Wow.
we all know that's gonna end badly for me. I'm probably gonna get robbed, uh, you know, might get stabbed, shot, whatever. And so you have to assume responsibility over your own safety.
Mhm.
That's something for men and women. And I don't understand why, something is changing where if people are offering, hey, maybe women shouldn't jog when there's nobody outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could disagree with the advice, but it doesn't make people who are offering it, anti-woman. If anything, they're offering the advice because they want women to protect themselves. And I've been saying for a while that it is on you to make your own self safe. Male, female, black, white, whatever. It's on you to make yourself safe. And I think we need to stop being naive. I wish this woman was still alive. I understand why she would jog that early. You want to jog before people get out. It's probably a freeing thing for her. She probably did it a bunch of times. No problem.
Lots of people jog early in the morning. So
yeah, because it's great. There's no one out. It's just you. The sun's not up, and so if it's going to be hot that day, if you jog before the sun, you're not as hot.
And people work, so they try to get their exercise in before work.
Exactly. They do that. All of those things. And so those are the pros, but there are also cons, and people have to talk about the cons. So you're jogging, right? There's no one out there. That means there are no witnesses. People are more emboldened to commit crimes when there are less people outside that could possibly be witnesses, right? If something happens to you and you scream, who are you gonna go to for help? Even if she wasn't attacked, let's say she like broke ankle, whatever, right? If you're jogging when people are around, somebody might come to help you. You can get help faster versus if you're out there, nobody's out there. You really are on your own. Mm-hmm. So there are pros and cons to everything. And I think, whenever a story like this takes place, we should, reevaluate how we're all moving and say, hey, you know what, maybe we shouldn't do things this way because of X, Y, and Z. Now, I think you can also go too far because, you don't ever want to live your life with the viewpoint that crime is around every corner, right? Because you'll never live. But yeah, I just don't see, women shouldn't jog early in the morning or super late at night as anti-female, right? You could disagree with it.
I don't think it's anti-female, but also don't blame her for what happened to her. Like, blame the person that committed the crime.
Okay, define blame.
Like, I don't agree with saying it's her fault because, like, if we're saying it's her fault, we're basically giving a pass to the person who committed this egregious crime. Like, why should we like? How about you not kidnap and murder people? How about that?
So, all right. So this is where Shannon is inching towards dumb.
What? Okay, I'm done. Don't call me dumb, Jabaya.
No. I say inching towards.
No. This is still the same thing.
That's not a smart argument.
What?
That's not a smart argument.
Okay. I'm inching towards dumb. I don't even want to talk to you about it.
No. Like, I'm trying to find a male example. All right, let's say I have a car. A very expensive car in a very poor neighborhood. I go to the gas station, I open the doors of my car, I leave the keys in the car, and I run inside for X, Y, and Z. Right? Now, technically speaking, no one should rob my car. It belongs to me. Now, but you will admit that by leaving my car running with the keys inside.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of the same thing here. Or do you think that doesn't apply?
Kind of, but not really. It's not really.
So what's the difference?
The difference is, I understand the point that you're trying to make, but like, I feel like the two things are different. Whereas like, you shouldn't leave your car open, but like, I feel like as a person, I should be able to go outside and do whatever I want to at whatever time of the morning or day. But obviously not, because the world's not safe. But like, I don't know. I just feel like the two are not the two situations. While I understand the point you're trying to make, I don't feel like those are comparable, really.
So I agree. So me and you already said we agree that you should in an ideal world, but we don't live in that.
Yes. Okay. In an ideal world, sure. Yes. No, I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying, I don't think that we should be. I mean, the woman is dead, first of all. So I don't think that we should be saying that it's her fault that anything happened. So,
I'm not saying. Well, so I didn't see that. I didn't see that argument being made on Twitter. Just to be fair to the people that was having it, I didn't see people saying, "Hey, it's her fault that she's dead."
Okay. I thought that you were. I thought that you said that you saw that.
No, I didn't see that. Okay. But I'm just saying. I just feel like there has to be more conversations around people like looking out for themselves because.
Well, yeah.
You're not going to. Oh, for example, you've heard this before. Don't teach women how not to get raped. Teach men not to rape.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's true.
But what man that's a rapist are you going to teach not to rape though? No, I'm saying if he's a rapist, that's kind of what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not going to teach him not to do that.
What neighborhood did this woman live in?
It was in Memphis, number one. I don't know where specifically. And Memphis is one of the most dangerous cities in the country.
Yeah.
Memphis, Tennessee. So yeah, this is, and once again, I'm not blaming her.
I mean, it's probably not smart to be out, especially if you're by yourself. I don't know.
Yeah. Once again, we're not blaming her. We're just saying, people have to use wisdom. And I would have raised my children, male or female, that, hey, you should it's on you to protect yourself. There are dangerous people out there. Dangerous people are not going to stop being dangerous. If anything, if you make yourself a mark, you're going to be a target.
Ooh, Memphis looks like a cool city, though. I want to go there.
No, you don't, Shannon. You'll go to Memphis, and you see. Isn't Memphis where MLK got shot?
Oh, wait, is it? Or wait, hold on. Or did he get shot in was it Memphis? Wait.
Or was he born in Memphis? I know Memphis has a connection to Martin Luther King Jr. somehow.
Yes.
I'm trying to
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he got shot there.
Yeah. I also wanted to make a notice here how offended Shannon got when I said she was moving towards dumb. Shannon has implied that I hate black people. Shannon has implied.
You've implied yourself that you hate black people.
No.
Like, what are you talking about? Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
I just refuse to push back because I know it's a losing argument.
I'm just reiterating what you have displayed on this podcast.
No, I love black people.
Okay.
I do. I love black people. Okay. But no, so rest in peace to the Memphis Jogger. I feel bad for her family. That dude that killed her had did you see his rap sheet?
No.
So he had a history of course, violent crimes, but he also, if I believe, if my information is correct, he had tried to abduct somebody before.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Yeah, and so my thing is, that's not, so for me, if you have a rap sheet where in the past you tried to abduct somebody, I don't think you should get let out of jail.
I don't really understand why people think that going to jail with no kind of attempt to actually reform the prisoners, just sitting them in a cell and letting them out back into the world is going to actually help. I mean, it might in some cases, but in other cases, I feel like it might not.
No, but Shannon, my argument is that.
No, but I'm just saying, I don't.
No, I'm with you, but my argument is there's no, abducting somebody isn't stealing food or stealing.
Obviously, it's not.
No.
Not.
So what I'm saying is, I feel like if you're arrested for those type of crimes, or even domestic violence or things like that, I feel like you can be kind of rehabilitated to a certain degree, with the right classes, with the right whatever.
But not even so much about rehabilitation, because yes, that's part of it. But is there I don't know really how the prison system works. Are there therapists in jails that psychoanalyze people to kind of figure out why they are the way they are? Does that exist?
So I don't know if that exists. I know in jail there's
exist.
I mean, it might. I just don't know. I know in some jails they have classes that you can take.
Yeah.
like anger management classes, like group therapy. I don't know if they do like one-on-one therapy. I would imagine that is too expensive to do.
I could have sworn, I feel like that needs to be, if that doesn't exist, I feel like that definitely needs to exist. If it doesn't.
So let me read this real quick. This from NBC News. The Tennessee man charged in the abduction and murder of a woman who vanished Friday has a lengthy juvenile criminal record that dates to 1995 when he was 11 years old.
1995.
Yeah. He was charged with various crimes every year from 1995 to 2000. So for 5 years, he was charged every year.
Oh no.
And he was sentenced to 24 years in prison for kidnapping a Memphis lawyer.
What? Yeah, I don't know why he was out. Why was he? I don't know why he was like.
And this crime was committed in this crime now against the jogger, he committed this 2 years after getting out from the 24-year sentence prison sentence for the Memphis lawyer kidnapping.
Wow.
He has convictions for a rape charge in 1998 when he was 14 and a kidnapping charge when he was 16. So see, and this is my point. Somebody like that is just broken.
Yeah.
There are some people that are broken.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And that's what, when I say we have too many people in jail, I mean, we have people in jail that I don't think are dangerous to society. Mm-hmm. This man is the walking definition of a danger to society. He should not have gotten out. If you try to rape somebody at 14, then you try to kidnap somebody, a lawyer at 16, oh no, you have to stay in there.
Yep, I agree.
So, yeah, I don't feel bad for what happens to him next. He brought this on himself. So, but rest in peace to the jogger and her family and loved ones. All that good stuff.